So in design thinking and innovation, you already explained some fundamentals about the course objectives and course outcomes and the principles of design thinking and the role model of Tim Brown opinion, where the design thinking can be applied, areas discussed, and the key parameters of design thinking, desirability and feasibility and viability we discussed. So in desirability and feasibility and viability, the people desirability and the technological possibility and the profitable or not, that viability we understand, combined with the experience innovation. If you look into the main key elements in design thinking, it's people-centered, and it's highly creative and hands-on process and a iterative process. What do you mean by the people-centered? The people, users, customers are the needs of the customers. How do they feel? What do they expect? How do you think what they are expecting the need of the society or people? Because the product development, whatever the innovation that you develop, whatever the solution you are providing for the problem identified. So that is what you are expecting, and how do they think what solution they are expecting from the innovators. So the key element of the empathy is to understand the feelings of the others, to understanding the expectations of others. You must feel how the users are feeling. So this is what the people-centered process to come into the highly creative. The next element is highly creative. If you see the situations differently to produce some new solutions, you must think creatively and out of the box. Think beyond and propose some alternatives and existing solutions and the alternative solutions, the innovative solutions. You have to think creatively. Creative thinking is very much essential to provide the design aspects to generate some innovative solution. So the hands-on process, the element of hands-on process, should look into while thinking creatively and creative thinking, you start working, discuss the people. You cannot discuss for a long hour. You have to work, start working. The ideas, those ideas are tangible or not. Whether it is able to develop, you can develop the prototype models or not. And your hands-on experience by doing something, prototypes and all, the best alternatives. Even if you fail while developing that process, or developing the prototype, by developing the solution, no matter, learn once again, succeed for the next step. So the failure is always a stepping stone to success. Once you go on working on hands-on process, the iterative process, next process, iterative process, what are the results that you are expecting? Iteratively, you observe, understand, and if necessary, you modify the results, modify the design, modify the principle. Once it is developed, if at all it is not suitable, the result expected, you modifying the principle or design process, thinking process, idea, and once again you are experimenting. And while do the experiment and learn from out of it, what are the results that you are getting out of the experiment? And if necessary, you learn out of that experiment what are the key parameters that can be changed to converge towards the expected results. The specifications that you are given already. Converging towards those results, you have to change, if necessary, change the design parameters. And again, you observe the results. This is an iterative process till you get the expected result.